The clash of steel and spell had just faded from the narrow corridor of Meselik Castle, where the adventurers stood over the shattered remains of a shield guardian. The air still pulsed with echoes of combat, and the weight of strain pressed against their bones. Though victory was theirs, exhaustion had crept into their sinew and spirit. Choosing caution over conquest, the party slipped quietly from the castle's stony grip and returned to the solace of the woods. Beneath a canopy of whispering branches and evening dew, they made camp. The forest offered no threat that night, only stillness, and in that stillness they slept. At dawn, their peace was broken by a thudding thump, followed by the clatter of metal on metal just beyond the tree line. Thrain sent Sparky aloft to investigate. The familiar returned only a glimpse, a shadowy figure hunched over a chest before darting away into the southern woods. The chest remained, sealed but unguarded. Foxeye approached with practiced grace. The lock yielded quickly to her nimble fingers, revealing a cache of useful equipment. In a moment of greedy triumph, she attempted to carry it all herself, only to discover her wiry frame ill-suited for such burden. With a smirk and a few teasing remarks, the others helped redistribute the haul. In that moment, something subtle shifted. They saw one another not just as adventurers, but as comrades, each with strength, each with limits. Returning to the castle, the silence greeted them once more. Familiar corridors stretched out ahead, but danger still lurked in the dim. It wasn't long before they discovered it. Sparky, ever the scout, caught his wing on a narrow stone archway. Tumbling forward, he landed near a room housing two dormant shield guardians. One stirred at the sound and approached. Sparky tried to still himself, motionless, breathless, but was noticed. Without pause or pity, the guardian brought down its heel. Sparky's flame was extinguished. Morning turned swiftly to strategy. The party pressed on, choosing to avoid the twin guardians for the moment. In a side chamber, they discovered an armoire carved from the same stone as the walls. Seamless, strange. Foxy crept forward and spotted another guardian in an adjoining room. The party knew it was time. Best to strike on their own terms than wait for the enemy to do the same. Sushi and Foxeye took position at a distance, bows drawn. Wutong braced a door between rooms, preparing to hold it shut. When the attack began, arrows and bolts rained from afar, drawing the Guardian into the narrow hallway where Thrain and Scar stood ready, Warhammer and Morningstar gleaming with grim intent. The battle raged, and the plan held, until it didn't. The other Guardians had heard the fight. One approached the barricaded door. Wutong strained against it, muscles burning, breath sharp. For a time he held, but the Guardian proved stronger. The door exploded inward, and Wutong was cast across the room like a leaf in a gale. He struck the ground hard, but not for long. Rising with fire in his eyes, he met the Guardian's assault alone. While Thrain and Scar finished off the first foe, the party quickly rallied to Wutong's side. What began as a desperate standoff became a concerted strike. The Guardian's might was real, but it could not withstand the whole of them united. With each blow, each spell, each arrow, it fell. And in the settling dust, the party stood taller. They had momentarily lost a companion, yes, but they had found something greater. Unity forged in the crucible of shared purpose. Now more than ever they knew this was not a group of adventurers. This was a team.